Your financial future is shaped by the decisions you make today. Every choice, from how you spend, save, and invest, compounds over time. Small, consistent actions accumulate into significant outcomes. Ignoring the power of these decisions leaves wealth to chance, while deliberate, informed actions create lasting financial security and independence. Many people underestimate the impact of starting early, waiting to invest until you have enough delays compounding. Even modest contributions made consistently over time outperform large amounts invested late. Time in the market is the most powerful ally for long-term wealth creation. Fear of failure stops people from taking necessary financial action. Avoiding investment risks may feel safe now, but guarantees stagnation. Growth requires calculated risk, disciplined planning, and resilience during market fluctuations. Avoiding these lessons is a decision that silently limits your financial future. Another common mistake is confusing saving with investing. Saving protects your money temporarily, but investing multiplies it. Without growth, inflation slowly erodes purchasing power. Wealth is built by putting money to work, not by storing it idly. No matter how disciplined the savings habit appears, many people chase quick returns or hot investments. Following trends without strategy leads to losses. Wealth grows through patient, consistent investing based on fundamentals. Reacting impulsively to short-term market movements is one of the biggest decisions that can limit long-term financial success. Neglecting a financial plan creates randomness in wealth accumulation. Without clear goals, contributions and allocations become haphazard. A well-defined plan aligns decisions with long-term objectives, reduces stress, and ensures that every action contributes meaningfully toward building your financial future. Another pivotal decision is choosing how to allocate assets. Concentrating all wealth in one area increases risk. Proper diversification spreads exposure across stocks, bonds, real assets, and cash. This reduces volatility, protects against downturns, and allows consistent long-term growth regardless of market cycles. Ignoring fees and taxes is a silent wealth killer. High management fees, unnecessary commissions, and poor tax planning quietly reduce returns. Wealthy investors minimize costs strategically, recognizing that even small percentages erode compounding power over decades. Many people delay investing due to perfectionism. Waiting for the right time or perfect knowledge often results in lost opportunities. Starting imperfectly with consistent contributions is far more valuable than waiting for certainty. Action outweighs indecision every time in the long-term accumulation of wealth. Lifestyle inflation is another subtle trap. As income rises, people increase spending instead of investing extra earnings. This habit limits wealth growth. Prioritizing investment over short-term gratification ensures that every dollar works toward your long-term financial freedom, not just temporary comfort. Failing to reinvest profits slows compounding dramatically. Dividends, interest, and gains should be redeployed to maximize growth. Letting earnings sit idle diminishes exponential potential. Wealth multiplies fastest when all returns are put back to work consistently over time. Not tracking performance objectively limits learning and improvement. Without reviewing results, mistakes repeat silently. Wealth builders evaluate data regularly, adjust strategies, and refine decisions. Reflection turns experience into actionable insights that enhance long-term financial outcomes. Another critical decision is controlling emotions. Panic selling or impulsive buying during market swings destroys returns. Discipline, patience, and a long-term mindset allow your investments to grow steadily. Emotional decision-making often determines whether wealth compounds or stagnates. Ignoring inflation when planning for the future erodes real wealth. Money in cash loses purchasing power year after year. Investments must outpace inflation to maintain lifestyle and security. Recognizing this early and making proper decisions ensures your future dollars hold meaningful value. Choosing the right risk tolerance is essential. Too much risk triggers panic and poor decisions to little limits growth. Understanding your comfort with volatility allows consistent investing through market cycles. Aligning decisions with temperament protects both capital and long-term objectives. Some people overestimate luck and underestimate discipline. Success is rarely accidental. Consistent, deliberate actions accumulate over years. Believing that fortune alone determines financial outcomes is a critical misstep that prevents ordinary people from building extraordinary wealth. Another common mistake is failing to educate oneself. Knowledge reduces costly errors, improves decision-making, and increases confidence. Wealthy investors continuously learn about markets, investment strategies, and personal finance, turning knowledge into a long-term advantage over those who remain uninformed. Avoiding professional guidance without understanding basics is risky. Advisors can help, but blind reliance removes personal responsibility. Learning foundational principles empowers informed oversight, better questions, and improved execution, ensuring decisions consistently align with long-term goals. Investing inconsistently limits compounding power. Irregular contributions reduce growth potential. Wealth multiplies fastest when investments are systematic and predictable. A disciplined schedule, even with modest amounts, produces far greater results than sporadic large investments. Failing to plan for emergencies forces selling at inopportune times. An unexpected expense can derail long-term investments. Maintaining an emergency fund protects assets from disruption, allowing financial plans to continue uninterrupted, ensuring decisions today are not undone by temporary crises. Many people overreact to market hype or fear. Emotional reactions to headlines create mistakes. Patience and evaluation of fundamentals outperform impulsive decisions. Choosing to act calmly rather than reactively is one of the most impactful decisions for long-term financial success. Another hidden trap is underestimating small costs. High fees, commissions, and unnecessary expenses compound over time. Wealthy investors minimize costs carefully, recognizing that even minor savings increase the compounding effect and accelerate long-term financial growth. Focusing solely on income instead of assets limits freedom. Salary alone depends on continuous effort. Wealth grows when assets generate independent returns. Allocating money to growth-oriented investments ensures that your financial future is not tied entirely to work hours or employment stability. Failing to take action due to fear of loss guarantees stagnation. Avoiding risk may feel safe, but it prevents compounding. Calculated, well-researched investments grow wealth steadily over time. Choosing inaction over informed risk is one of the most costly decisions for your financial future. Ignoring diversification exposes you to unnecessary volatility. Concentrating wealth in one stock, sector, or asset class increases risk. Strategic allocation across multiple investments ensures smoother growth, protects against downturns, and creates resilience in your long-term financial plan. Waiting for perfect conditions delays progress. Financial markets never provide certainty. Early participation, even with imperfect knowledge, allows compounding to work its magic. The decision to start immediately outweighs waiting for an ideal moment that may never arrive. Many people let lifestyle spending absorb extra income instead of investing. Raises, bonuses, or windfalls often get consumed, reducing potential wealth growth. Choosing to allocate additional earnings to investments multiplies the effect of compounding, creating substantial future gains. Failing to set clear, measurable goals weakens investment discipline. Goals define direction, create urgency, and provide metrics for evaluating success. Without them, investing decisions become random, reducing the likelihood of achieving long-term financial security. Some investors neglect portfolio rebalancing. Over time, allocations drift due to market changes. Rebalancing ensures alignment with risk tolerance, goals, and strategy. Ignoring this decision may subtly increase risk and decrease expected returns over decades. Overconfidence from initial success can lead to risky decisions. A few profitable trades may create an illusion of skill. Sustainable growth requires controlled exposure, continuous learning, and humility. Recognizing limitations protects wealth from overextension and error. Many underestimate the importance of long-term perspective. Short-term volatility feels alarming, but wealth compounds most during calm periods. Deciding to remain invested despite uncertainty ensures participation in eventual growth and maximizes long-term outcomes. Failing to reinvest earnings undermines compounding. Dividends, interest, and profits should be redeployed rather than spent immediately. Reinvestment allows your money to grow exponentially, turning small amounts into significant wealth over decades. Some people avoid investing due to perceived complexity. Financial terms seem intimidating, so they postpone action. Learning fundamental principles simplifies decision-making. Choosing education over avoidance increases confidence, reduces mistakes, and strengthens long-term results. Chasing trends and hype causes losses. Social media and news amplify excitement and fear. Following the crowd leads to buying high and selling low. Wealth is built by independent analysis, discipline, and sticking to a strategy over time. Another critical decision is determining how much risk to accept. Too much risk can lead to panic selling. Too little risk limits growth. Matching investment strategy with temperament ensures consistency and protects long-term objectives. Ignoring inflation reduces purchasing power. Money in cash accounts loses value over time. Choosing investments that grow faster than inflation preserves lifestyle and financial security. Every year of delay magnifies this hidden cost. Failing to start early is one of the most costly mistakes. Delays reduce the exponential growth power of compounding. Small, consistent investments today outperform large, late contributions. Choosing to begin now is the single most impactful decision for long-term wealth. Avoiding professional advice entirely can be detrimental. Guidance can improve strategy and risk management. However, blind reliance is also risky. Combining professional input with personal understanding ensures decisions are informed, strategic, and consistent. Another mistake is underestimating opportunity cost. Idle cash sacrifices potential returns. Choosing to invest consistently allows capital to grow and prevents lost potential, ensuring every dollar works toward your long-term financial success. Failing to monitor and adjust your portfolio reduces efficiency. Markets change, and so do goals. Periodic review and adjustment align investments with objectives, optimize growth, and protect against unintended risk exposures. Many people let emotions guide investment decisions. Fear and greed drive impulsive trades. Choosing a disciplined, long-term mindset protects capital, reduces stress, and ensures steady progress toward wealth accumulation. Some underestimate the cumulative power of small improvements. Tiny gains in returns, allocation efficiency, or saving habits compound over decades. Incremental progress consistently applied produces extraordinary long-term results. Another mistake is focusing only on salary or short-term cash flow. Real financial freedom requires assets that generate returns independently. Allocating resources to wealth-building investments ensures financial stability. Beyond active work income, avoiding calculated risk ensures stagnation. No investment is entirely safe, but well-managed risk produces growth. Choosing inaction due to fear forfeits potential returns, leaving long-term wealth dependent solely on savings and luck. Ignoring education limits decision quality. Wealthy investors continuously learn about markets, strategies, and trends. Knowledge transforms uncertainty into informed, confident action. Choosing to remain uninformed reduces potential growth significantly over time. Failing to control lifestyle inflation reduces the effect of compounding. As income rises, spending increases proportionally. Allocating incremental income to investments accelerates wealth creation. Every decision to invest rather than spend multiplies future financial impact. Neglecting diversification concentrates risk. Single asset exposure can lead to devastating losses. Strategic allocation across multiple asset classes reduces volatility, preserves capital, and ensures consistent long-term growth. Finally, the decision to start now, invest consistently, and act with discipline determines your financial future. Delaying, avoiding risk, or neglecting strategy reduces the power of compounding. Every deliberate, informed choice made today compounds into lasting wealth tomorrow.